Hello, good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. Jared joins me this morning and we've got a couple of things going on today. We've got the clutch that we cut on Sunday, which is the albino possible het pied, possible het clown clutch, which have leopard in. One or two have come out of the eggs already, so we'll give you an update on those. We've also got clutch 22 that is pipping this morning, and it's Zeus versus Queenie. Zeus is our beautiful black-haired albino boy, and Queenie is our pastel clown girl. So what we're trying to do is get blackhead into our double recessive gene, which is lavender albino clown. So let's start off over here, Jared, with the pippers. And on clutch 21, let's just give you an update on the albinos before we do the egg cut. Let's have a little look. And you can see the first one's come out. It wants to hide underneath the egg crate, so that's number clutch 21. Let's get rid of the egg and let's have a little look and see what we've got here. So it's definitely hiding underneath the egg crate here, Jared. See if I can just pull that one out and show you whether it's leopard or not. That's quite tricky actually, but it's quite solid. There we go. So
a little bit messy.
What will be your thoughts, Jared, in terms of whether it's a leopard or whether it's a... Does it look like a leopard to you?
Not sure.
Still in shed, but I think what we'll do is he's been digging down there, isn't he? So we'll put him over there for now. So let's have a little look and see what we've got on the other ones.
I think this one here looks like it could be leopard.
Yeah, is that the boob one? It's good to see that the baby boob is coming out, and you can see that their heads are all poking out. This one here looks very dark and white, so that could be a leopard. What do you think, Jad?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think that might be a leopard.
That could be the leopard. That one doesn't look leopard to me. Let's have a look at this one here. See whether this one looks leopard. And again, it's difficult to tell. This one looks leopard because I can see there's more white on it. On the markings, that could be leopard, Jared. You see the extra white on there?
Yeah.
So I think we may have a couple of leopards amongst them. So right, we'll put those back, Jared, and we'll just see. This one here, you can see it's not quite absorbed all its... You see there's a umbilical cord there, Jack. You see the umbilical cord that's attached to?
Yeah.
I think this one looks like a leopard. That should drop off over time. You just got to be careful with umbilical cords; they don't twist over them and end up in a twisted state. But
yeah, that will all get absorbed.
That should get absorbed, and it should be okay. But it's worth just not prodding or messing with them, but keeping an eye on anything that might actually be tangled up in its own umbilical. There is a methodology and untangling umbilical cords, and even tying them off using, I think they use floss, Jared. So that if you ever had to cut an umbilical cord because you couldn't untie it, then it is possible to cut them, but you have to have some floss ready to tie up the umbilical cord so it doesn't bleed to death, because it needs to be tightened up. So there is a technique there. We've never had one that's been caught up in an umbilical, so we've yet to experience that, but there are videos out there where people show how to go about doing it. So this is number 21. We'll put that back. The other thing we've done is we've moved some of our bigger clutches away from the other incubator that was giving us problems with temperature spikes, and we've moved the two big clutches into the more reliable incubator. And that was just a strategy that we decided to adopt because we were coming in and finding that the old incubator was spiking with these heat waves, and we thought, you know what, rather than run the risk of actually having them spiking up, we'll put them into the more reliable incubator. So what we're going to do, the plan is to revamp the old incubator. We bought it second-hand 6 years ago, so it has been through its paces. I think it needs a new thermostat. I think it needs revamping, Jared. And I think we'll put a thermostat on there that's new and reliable. I think the other thermostat must have been a bit dodgy, or the heat mats might have been damaged in some way, but they weren't holding the temps we wanted.
We'll strip it.
We'll strip it and redo it, shall we? And let's move on to now clutch 22. So let's see whether we're looking for blackheads. The more blackheads, the better. they will be double het for Lavender, Albino and Clown, and this is another way of getting blackhead into our projects, particularly the Holy Grail project, because we can feed some of these animals into there. So let's just have a wee look and see what we've got here, Jared. Do you want to do the cut, Jared, or shall I do the cut?
Go for it.
Yeah. So we've got 3 pippers and we've got just the one that hasn't pipped. So I think we'll go with the large one first, Jared. And we're looking for the blackhead is what we're looking for. And we should get 2 out of the 4 should be blackheads. So let's just follow their cut. And what do you think, Jared's going on here?
Definitely pastel.
Pastel. Doesn't look like it's a blackhead. Or maybe not, maybe there is blackhead. It's very dark. Is that a pastel black? Is that just a pastel?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's just pastel.
So that's a pastel double het Lavender Albino Clown. Let's have a look at this one. He started to cut his way through. This looks like another. What can you see there, Jared? Can you see a pastel?
Yeah, it's pastel for sure.
So the pastel is very strong in this genetic. Where the blackhead's in there,
I'm not sure.
it's difficult to tell until you actually see the head itself. Let's just have a look and see whether we can open this up a bit more. They're very similar, aren't they? So we've got 2 pastel double hets. Are we going to hit a blackhead? I hope we do hit a blackhead, Jared. Oh dear. Hopefully these 2 will be blackhead. You can see lots of cuts going on. It looks like we've got a clutch of pastels here, Jared. I can't see any blackheads, can you?
Not yet.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That looks like another pastel.
Another pastel, double hat. Is this going to be the blackhead? Please, give us one.
The only one that didn't pip.
Yeah. They look quite dark. I'm not sure what a pastel and blackhead actually look like, Jared.
Yeah, me neither.
We might have to...
I imagine it being similar to like a cinnamon vibe.
Let's just see whether we can get one in here. Hopefully we get one here. This looks more promising, I think. Sometimes in clutches you get lots of the same, and those can go against you on the odds, but let's just have a wee look at this one and see whether this one might be a blackhead. That looks like a blackhead, Jared. We've hit a blackhead.
Yeah, I think that's a blackhead.
That's what a blackhead looks like, guys. So we've got a blackhead.
I think it's a pastel blackhead.
Is that a pastel blackhead? So that's the all gene animal. Pastel blackhead, double het, Lavender Clown. So that's the one we wanted. Hopefully it's a boy. We can plug him in.
That was the one that didn't pip.
Isn't it interesting? And this one here looks quite dark in places. So
Yeah.
can you see the darkness? And maybe that is a blackhead, Jared. No? I think it's more pastel.
Yeah.
You sure about that? That one's definitely the blackhead though, just looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
These ones are pastel.
I think we've got 3 pastels and a blackhead. A pastel blackhead.
Yeah, so the odds weren't completely in our favour, but we've hit a blackhead, which is good news. We wanted to hit a blackhead in the double recessive genetics, so we've hit our target, and obviously when they're out, we'll have a good look at them when they're out. Now, Jared, you've been in here with Emily, just checking out the new babies in the new baby rack system. Shall we have a quick look and see what's been going on there and see how they're settling in? So I'll just put these back in the incubator. Right, yeah, there was one particular that you've already named called our
Achilles.
Achilles. Now, you've sexed it as well.
Yeah. It's a little boy, so this is a pastel pied. That's double het for Lavender and Clown.
So the good news is that he's a male, which means that we can use him in a year's or so's time. And you can see that he's enjoying the new LO5s. He's right on the heat spot, enjoying that, and feels very comfortable in his new home. And he's now ready for his first meal, so obviously we'll feed this week. We'll give them a chance to get adapted to their new environment before we feed, and once they get adapted we'll offer them a prey item. And was there anything else, Jared, that you noticed in here, how things are settling in?
They all seem to be doing well.
Yeah.
These ones all want food.
Yeah.
I checked all their temps and they're perfect, but
yeah,
they were waiting at the front for some food.
Yeah. So there we go, that's the Mojave Ultra Male. Beautiful animal.
What I like about these tubs, the length, they can fully stretch out.
Yeah.
But it's quite tight here, so they feel enclosed.
Yeah. And we don't need to clean their hides because their hide is effectively the LO5 itself. And also because we went for clear and see-through, we can see what's going on when we're feeding. When they get into the S shape, we know they're ready to feed. So there's lots of advantages in having a clear rub system.
Yeah, because there's LP10s and LP15s that are bigger.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all good. And also just to see how the other ones are settling in, Jared, we've got clutch number 17, 19, 16. So there's 17, which is the bongo clutch. They seem to be settling in nicely into their new shedding rub. They're doing okay. And let's have a look at 18 and 19 are also in their own separate little homes now. So these ones are the Orange Dream Cinnes bananas with pastel in it as well. They're settling in nicely. And we've got this one here, which has just got one animal in, which is the little leopard, which is a het for Clown. And we were trying to hit a cinnamon Batman, so that was from the cinnamon Batman clutch. And also we've got another clutch down here, I think, Jared.
20.
Is it clutch 20?
Yeah.
Down here.
Purple Passion clutch.
There's the Purple Passion. They've all started to shed now, so let's have a quick look and see what they're like out of shed. Bring them into the light. There's a big clutch. Look at the tower. They all want to be on the cool spot, and some of them want to be on the hot spot.
Amazing.
So let's have a look and see what they look like out of shed. Beautiful, Jared. I mean, there's quite a bundle of noodles here.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 in particular. This one was one of them.
Yeah.
That I think was really pretty.
Yeah.
There's one here that's got some incredible patterns on it.
Yeah. Which one were you thinking, Jared? That one?
This one here.
Yeah. I mean, just look how beautiful these are. These are both gorgeous animals. So let's try and work out what's going on in here. So this one I think is
Mojave,
but it's also got
yellow belly
in it, I think. Mojave yellow bellies look lovely.
What was the clutch? It was
so it was
a Purple Passion.
Purple Passion. So there's Phantom. So
Mojave.
That's, I think this is Mojave, but it's Mojave yellow belly. That's het for Ultramel. And an absolutely beautiful animal. And the other one that you think is really pretty is this one here, Jared.
Yeah, and I don't think that one's. I think that's a Phantom. That one.
That's probably a Phantom yellow belly. That one.
Pastel Phantom yellow belly would be.
Yeah, and this is probably a pastel Phantom, pastel Mojave. So you can
There's
get
another one
difference.
too here.
Yeah,
it's similar to that one, but a little bit different.
So that's your Phantom pastel yellow belly. This is your Mojave pastel yellow belly, all het for Ultramel. And that one there, Jared, is similar to this one?
Yeah, it's very similar. It's not as bright.
And can they be super pastel or not? No, they can't, can they?
No, I don't think so.
So, got some pretty...
That one's got a bit of shed on it still.
Really pretty animals here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Purple Passions as well. Most of these will be on the website.
And there's a couple that are yet to shed out, so we'll let them all shed out, Jared, but they're choosing to be on the cooler side, which is interesting. So, it's nice to see what they look like out of shed. We'll just stick these ones back, and then we'll have a look and see what's coming up on the next egg cuts. We haven't done much of an update on this side, Jared, in terms of showing you how your other babies are doing. Toothless Chainsaws.
That's not the name we're keeping, by the way.
I think we are.
No way. This thing's well too pretty for that.
So Toothless Chainsaw, which we are going to keep the name, because there's, I think Linnea or one of my grandchildren actually named it, is looking absolutely beautiful now that it's had a few meals. It's got the beautiful Valentine's present for someone. Can you imagine presenting that on a Valentine's Day with a love heart on the snake? And I think that's one of the prettiest snakes we've produced this year. Would you agree?
Yeah, and that's a lesser gravel clown.
Lesser gravel clown. Very powerful animal. Do you want to sex it to see what sex it is, Jared? Because we haven't sexed it yet. It's probably got enough in it now to sex. And Jared can show you how he sexes the animal.
It's a boy. See that little hemipene in there?
Brilliant. I'll try and...
If you touch the screen, it zooms in.
Touch the screen.
There you go. Touch it again.
If we get too close, it doesn't like it. Can you see the hemipenes? So we have got the right name for him then. So this one's got hemipenes, which means it's a powerful stud.
That's a little boy.
And that's perfect for us. That's what we wanted. So well done, Jared. So this guy is a little boy, which means when he's big enough, he's going to be a very powerful animal going forward, Jared, isn't he?
Yeah. He's almost outgrown that type of life.
Yeah. And it's lovely because with the new hatchling racks, we can progress them up into the sub-adult racks. They become available, Jared, and then we can progress them into the sub-adult racks. And beautiful animal, absolutely superb, and I'm so pleased that it's a male.
He's had a few meals as well, so
he'll take over the job of Skip. Skip is the original father. He's a het clown. To get a visual one now means that every time we put into a clown, half of them will be gravel clowns, won't they, Jared? And half of them will be lesser clowns as well. And there may be something else going on in there as well. Can you see all the little white marks at the bottom of the body, which I think is the gravel impact, because yellow belly and gravel have similar impacts, but can you see all the white dots coming up, flaming?
yeah.
I think that is part of being in the same complex. But absolutely stunning animal, and a great building block for the future, Jared, for your future projects. You will eventually hit your highway multi-combo clowns.
Yeah.
And this animal here is going to be the animal that's going to do that for you, Jared.
Won't be long.
Yeah, of course we want to get them into there. So looking good. Just put him back. He likes to explore.
And
any
we've got
others?
the same. So this is the same, but it's got pastel in as well.
Right, so this is a gravel clown with an extra
Pastel,
gene.
lesser gravel clown.
And do you think this one has got the pastel in?
Definitely.
So let's
So
have
this
a
is
little
the
look.
same, but with pastel.
And again, we've not sexed this one. It would be good to have one male, one female. But if it's another male,
This would be better if it's a male.
you want it
It's
to be a
the
male
same, but with pastel.
with pastel. Yeah. I mean, some people like pastel in the clowns, some people
In the
don't.
highways, it's a must.
Is it a must in the highway? So it's even more powerful than the other
Yeah.
one.
In my opinion, anyway. I
Yeah.
think pastel highway clowns look unreal.
Right. So let's switch cameras, Jared. Let's sex it and see what we've got.
We've got a couple like this as well. So
Yeah. Hopefully, if it's a boy, probably a girl.
I think it's a girl. It's a girl.
So
And
we've
the
got
pins
one of
coming out
each.
of
We've got one of each, which is lovely. So she's a
So we get
girl.
super gravel clowns from those.
So now we can make super gravel clowns. So that's the positive side of having one of each sex, is you can then put them together and you can get super gravel, and you'll get the pastel in as well. Any others, Jared?
It's the same.
Do you want to sex this one as well? So
Yeah, so this is a lesser pastel gravel clown.
okay. See what sex we've got there.
Boy, it would be nice for this one. Wow. Did you see
Did it
that?
catch you in the eye?
It didn't get me, but it's gone over the chair and
Oh, there it
everything.
is. I can see it. Let's see if it's a boy or girl. It's a girl.
Another girl.
So we've got two girls. I tell you, it's powerful. A 1-to-2 ratio is powerful, Joe.
Yeah.
So I think actually having at least one boy is a must, but getting a whole bunch of girls, Jared, could be very powerful as well.
And we've got others as well, like these. This one, which is I think a super pastel,
Yeah.
lesser clown.
And you don't think it's...
I'm not sure if it's gravel or not.
I mean, if it's got the gravel, it's the all-gene animal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we might have to do a shed test on that one to see if it's got the gravel. And again, let's check the sex on this one.
So a boy would be nice on this one. That's a boy.
So we've got a boy. Can you see the hemipenes popping out? So we've got a boy, and that's a beautiful animal. And it's
So that,
looking very, very chunky.
If that's got gravel, that's the full gene animal, and that would be the absolute stud.
Okay. So we
Even
might.
though it's not as pretty as Toothless Chainsaw,
Yeah.
it's still good.
Okay. Any others on the rack, Jar, that you want to show off?
That's just a lesser.
Scribble, you might as well bring Scribble out and see how.
Yeah, this is just another. So this is one without gravel, I think.
Right.
And I'll bring you one with gravel. You can get an idea of the difference.
So pretty though. I mean, it's such a pretty hair.
Can you see the difference?
So is that the one
The
you just
gravel,
sexed or not?
yeah. This is a girl.
Yeah.
The gravel really browns it out.
Okay.
You can see the difference.
Yeah.
Light brown. This is more speckledy. This is more clean.
Yeah.
When it comes to the heads, see the difference in the patterns of the heads?
So what's going on? Difference with the heads, Jared?
On the gravel, there's more dots that almost make a love heart.
I see. Yeah.
So they're very subtle differences,
Yeah.
but it's enough to tell.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Jared. It will help other people trying to ID their clowns as well. So that's lovely, and they're eating well,
They're all eating
adapting
really
well.
Yeah.
Anything else in there that you want to show off in that clutch?
Well, they're all. I think the rest of them are all pretty similar.
Okay.
There's a lot of letters in here.
Yeah.
These are the leopards. So this one's got some issues with it.
Yeah. I
It's
think that one's
a bit
got a head wobble, isn't it? So
Yeah,
that'll be
it's-
pet, just for pet only.
If we can get it on food.
Yeah. It's
Really
pretty.
pretty snake.
It's probably got Orange Dream in it, that one, I think.
Yeah, it's
But
like a combo clown, but look, you can see there.
It was wobbling out of the egg, wasn't it? So I
It's
think,
unfortunate.
yeah, you do get one or two deformities when you've got quite a large number of animals.
And there's a leopard.
Okay.
Pretty leopard.
It's pretty. Let's bring him into the light, Jad. He's done a little poo in the corner there as well, so he'll need cleaning. But let's have a little look at him and see what he looks like in the light.
Before or after he bites me.
Because he's looking to eat. He wants to eat.
He's,
It's pretty, isn't he?
yeah, he's
So
a
do you reckon
nice.
there's Orange Dream in there?
I don't know. What clutch is that? Clutch 4. We need to see what the parents were of clutch 4,
Yeah.
and we can figure out what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely. And how are the Cine pastel clowns doing, Jad? Because I'd like to have a quick look at those. Have you fed them yet or not?
I had to assist feed because they're not.
Okay, let's just have a look. So they've had one assist feed meal, and you bring them to the table, Jan. We'll just have a little look and see how they're doing. They are very, very pretty, and the cinnamon clowns are very similar to the black pastel clown. They do a similar effect. So let's have a look under the light and see what we've got going on here.
So this is a lesser, a pastel clown that looks more than just a pastel clown, because there's 3 of them.
Do you think he's got cinnamon in him or not?
don't know.
I'm looking at his back. It's very brown, Jared.
Yeah.
I think there might be
But
cinnamon.
what I
in
don't
there.
understand is if it is cinnamon,
Yeah.
then what does that make this one?
Okay.
This is a lesser pastel. They're all going to run everywhere, aren't they?
That one hasn't got lesser in the habit.
No.
So that's the lesser effect, is just toning it all down.
But then this one, what's then this one? Because
I think that might be a super pastel. Can we get a super pastel in the clutch?
I don't remember
Because
what
if
the
you
clutch
remember
was.
the girl,
See if we can get all 3 of them.
the female was a pastel cinnamon, wasn't it?
So there's the 3.
So I'm trying to remember who the father was and who the father was a pastel cine het clown boy, and the mother was, I believe. I'm trying to remember the mother now.
So it was clutch.
I think the mother was Calissa. So Calissa, I think, is a lesser Enchi, isn't she, Jeff?
Clutch 8. So we've got
There she is. I mean, she's just bouncing
lesser
back.
clown to a pastel cine het clown.
Right. I wonder whether Calissa's carrying more than that, though. I mean, unless I've got it wrong here. Can you see on her label, Jad? She's labelled as a lesser clown, but I wonder whether she's carrying something else. So,
Let's have a look at her.
yeah.
If you open her up, we can see.
Yeah.
She's not pastel. That's just lesser clown.
Right, okay. Well, she's produced some really pretty animals. We haven't quite worked that out, Jan, have we? So I think we'll leave it there, I think. I don't think there's anything else we wanted to share today. But anyway, it gives you an update of where we are. Shows you how beautifully these animals are settling in. Grateful to have our first blackhead going into our double recessive clown lavender project. We can feed that into the Holy Grail at a later date. Grateful for Jazz sexing our other babies, the gravel clowns, multi-combos. And looks like we've got at least 2 boys and 2 girls in the mix, which is a perfect balance for any breeding program, Jared. So I think we're going to do well there. So thank you all for watching. We shall see you next time. Goodbye for now.